There comes a time in the life of a business where a partnership or a merger can be the only thing standing between success or failure. Now, the environment under which these mergers and partnerships happen or are operated in Uganda seems to have a few things lacking, according to some experts. Today we try to unpack the policy environment under which mergers are operating in Uganda.
According to legal experts, Uganda still has gaps in the mergers and acquisition regulatory space, complicating the aspiration of some local businesses to build strong entities.
Uganda as an economy, they lack the key policy to regulate merger control, or what we call mergers and acquisitions. It is still a draft bill that has not yet been formalized into law. We only have regional instruments that are regulating mergers and acquisitions.
This is coming on the heels of some local business acquisitions gone bad, at times threatening the entire economy. And to experts, this is made worse by the absence of related critical laws supporting fair business playing ground.
One of the things we are looking at is to see that Uganda as a country, they adopt competition law so that they regulate the bigger competitors and the smaller players. And when there is regulation, there is a balance. One company is not going to dominate the market simply because they have the fees or they have the funds, but there has to be aspects of regulation.
In a globally competitive environment where countries like Uganda are keenly looking at foreign direct investments to support economic growth, addressing the policy and regulatory environment under which mergers happen becomes a necessity.
Most of the deals that we've had in Uganda are perhaps in the hundreds of millions in terms of US dollars. Those are some of the big ticket items. More recently we had, I think, Barclays sold to Absa. We've had other big deals that have happened in this part of the world. But I think if you compare then to what's happening in other more developed markets, these numbers are still really small. But I think we have the potential, and there are lots of businesses out there which are looking to buy into Africa. There is a big growth story in Africa, and I think, whilst the numbers are still low, there is a lot of potential to take them to a much higher level. So,
given the many odds micro, small and medium enterprises have to contend with, it is always tough for businesses in East Africa and Uganda in particular to grow organically. The easy way out would ideally be seeking for mergers and acquisitions, given the resources or guarantees that these offer. But in an unregulated environment, as it is in Uganda, this option also appears not readily available to a typical Ugandan small and medium enterprise.